nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Mike 58 right there. I'm coming.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
58, the mark. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this. Let's go.
It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Got it. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check 52. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Go.
Here's Jones looking to throw on second down. It's caught. Beckham. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Pick your game up.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down now, it's Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Green 18. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Jim. Green 18.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
50. Bravo.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he finds his target, Beckham.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Jones on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You don't want no problem with me.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jones operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Go. Check. Fresno.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Inside.
Now it's Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Watch the pass. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the right, tight end left.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go.
To throw again, Jones. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bengals 7, Jaguars 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Dak Prescott with 2 first-half touchdown passes. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. Jones. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. 8, read.
Check back 50. 3 bucks.
2.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Rebound, 132 final.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, Cincinnati.
Check 13. Rush in. Check. 36.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now the Jags